Hey, what's up, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day and welcome to Battlefield Review. As you already saw in the title or the thumbnail, we're just today going to be talking about how is Battlefield, and how it is, how the gameplay is, etc., reviving. We're just going to get the basics out of it on just basically today's update. But hopefully I can come back later on and show for like later updates. Hopefully it can get better and all that. And I really hope that DICE can give us an access where we can play mouse and keyboard on console. That'll be amazing. But with that all being said, sorry about that. Let's just jump in. Alright, reviving. So I'm gonna sit here and first talk about reviving. Okay, whenever you go down or you see a teammate or just in general whoever is down and you're trying to revive them, reviving is a really awful thing, right? As you see, I shot my teammate with a rocket. I don't think I hit him, but hey, he just canceled that reviving, so I guess he wanted to go somewhere else, but it is what it is. But anyway, reviving. So whenever you go down or you see teammates are going down, it's really one, hard to revive them, two, it really takes a while, and three, good luck really being revived. This is the main point I really want to talk about, is that good luck on you being revived. Okay, most of the other two things I totally get why maybe it takes time, etc., hard, sure, you can say that that's the way they wanted to design. But whenever you go down or etc., most of the time teammates don't really revive you, and then you can play it out or put it on, oh yeah, well that's your teammate, it's not really DICE's fault. I totally get it and I understand, but they're not really putting the emphasis on, hey, like, you need to revive your teammate, or hey, play like help one another, etc. Number one. Number two, everybody's really just focused on going, and then you truly have to look at the player to revive them. As you see right now, like that guy who was trying to revive me, he went down and then he got shot, but I was just waiting to get revived. And we have another person, as you see, he just got shot. He was trying to revive me. So it's like, I cannot really say anything about that, because you can say, well, he got shot, etc., and it has really nothing to do with DICE. I totally understand at that part, yes. But you see, reviving, I have a lot of teammates right behind me, and everybody just ignores at most. Every now and then you see somebody who's kind of willing to revive you or going your way. That's one. Okay, so two, let's just jump into the map. The maps are great. Literally, I have almost zero things to say about them. They are really well designed. They are well structured. They are really a wide, big space, open, wide open big space, where you can actually walk around, do things, and discover or fight in a different areas. Makes you feel like you are actually in a sense in a different match or like that, but in reality you are at the same map. You're in the same match. It has a lot of diversity and just really amazing setup. With all that being said, the map is too big. Yes, I already know I said the map is big and etc. It needs to be, which is perfect. But at the same time, the map is too big. The players are genuinely small, like compared to their surroundings and etc. are pretty tiny. Really, you have to actually have a good monitor or etc. to actually see what's going on. And yeah, good luck spotting anybody from far away, which is, again, sucks. But at the same time, it gives you the fact that, like, oh, you are in a big map, you are actually in a really good place. So again, it's just if they can add more players, but I really doubt it, especially on PS4 obviously and Xbox, One or whatever it's called. I get it, all consoles and and makes sense, but probably on PC, I don't think they really have that problem, because there's obviously more players that can actually fill the map and it feels more realistic and all that. But they should at least kind of thought of that, because consoles and PCs don't really get along or kind of feel the same, especially when you really cannot play with a PC player. So might as well kind of could have spent a little bit more time to optimize it for like the PS4 level and Xbox One's kind of consoles. But with that all being said, again, the map is really great, and as you see right now, I'm riding the tornado as high as I can. honestly, what amazing, like amazing visuals. Like, it's one of the most wonderful visuals, and truly, I really bought this game, like, especially just for these type of things, like, you know, like the elements, the things are moving, things can be destroyed. It just makes it more engaging inside the game. It makes it more like, you know, have actually things to do or you would like to do. So I highly recommend more games can actually add things like that. It doesn't really have to be always tornadoes or, you know, etc., but like disasters throughout the games, or like, you know, you're going through something and then, you know, something happened, but you need to keep going throughout it even though the map has changed, you know what I mean? That can give you more depth, more understanding and all that. So prop and great to them, and, you know, just clap to DICE and EA for doing exactly what they did with the, you know, elements around the world. And that's all I can really say about the elements. They are great, they are perfectly elemented, and they just come every now and then. They come on time, and they actually come to just to, how you say, I would say change the map about like 10 to 20% about like literally what happened. Not a lot, it's just the way the weather, everything around you, just cinematic. It just really good, looks perfect, you know. So on that, props on that. And now let's talk about vehicles and spawning and etc. Vehicles and spawning. I don't know if I genuinely just suck on, you know, driving vehicles in Battlefield or just in general, but on controller it's off. The vehicles are like, especially with helicopters and, you know, aircraft, are horrible. Like, I don't know if I'm really just bad. I don't know what I'm doing, etc. That could be a possibility. But again, it's horrible. The way you control it is really bad, etc. And they kind of need to work a little bit, just a little bit a way around it to have a kind of a control on it, on what you can do. But I really do hope that they can add mouse and keyboard, you know, to the obviously PS4 and Xbox Ones, because that'll be a really great way to, like, kind of makes you feel that you're playing on PC or etc. And I personally do like it to play on mouse and keyboard. I cannot really afford a PC, but I'm doing what I'm doing. And anyway, about the going back to the vehicles, the way control and all that, yeah, it's pretty awful, and I'm trying my best. And yeah, I will see what I can do with vehicles, and if I actually do learn it, as I told you earlier, I will probably come back and with our later on viewing on the map and how it is, and, you know, on the games and etc., and see basically where this game has been taking us. But yeah, and okay, so now we're gonna be talking about like just gameplay in general, right? So the gameplay, the way it feels, how you play the games, and you know, basically I'm trying to compare them to COD. I genuinely don't want to compare it to COD, because COD and Battlefield have their own, in a sense, their own way or their own system, right? So it's kind of really not fair to compare to one another, to COD or to Battlefield. It's really not fair to both of them. But I'm just trying to compare to, you know, at least COD, you know, COD, Modern Warfare, Warzone, kind of like that game. So you can at least have a feeling if you ever played that game. Okay, so it's about, I would say, 60% just like COD. It's literally about 60% just like COD, and the rest of it, it's Battlefield touch. The way it runs, almost the way, you know, dolphin dive, well, not dolphin dive, slide, etc. And most of it is just like that. The weapons are close to be they are really almost close to be, you know, kind of like Modern Warfare, which is, I totally understand. But it does have their own, like, Battlefield sense to it, you know, the way it runs, kind of like that. As you see right in front of you, it's almost the same. If I even play the animation right next to it, I really don't think I have time for that. But if you actually see the animations of them running, you will totally understand they are kind of almost the same zip line, etc. You know, and yeah, it's pretty much, I will tell you, about 60 to 70%. It's almost just like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. But does it have its own way? Perfect, it does. It has its own stories, it has, you know, etc. And it lets you to do things as you see. Like, you're literally getting you go in a environment, and then inside that environment there's another environment, inside that environment there's another environment. It's like the game is just filled and packed with things that you can actually view or go to or discover, or like actually fight or combat in a area of the map that you probably haven't. As you saw right here, like over here, I made a mistake. I pressed on accident, and then I didn't know there was a zip line right there. I got up. Now I'm on a crane. Like as you see now, I'm going on a different crane. So it's like the map is really well connected and put together. Like it's like they really thought about almost every little thing that they actually wanted to add in the map. So honestly, just bravo to them, and just much respect for whatever they have done. And this is exactly what I've been asking Call of Duty, or just in general though, like the Activision in general, to do games like them, like more open games, more involved, more like just understanding to like what's going on, or in your surroundings, not just a square and then now here go around and kill one another. It's old, it's done, it needs to be removed already, but we're not even really talking about that right now. It's more talking about Battlefield. But again, that's why I truly like Battlefield. It's more, going up. It's just out there, you explore, you discover, you fight in a different area. Like as you saw right now, I see myself fighting in a ship. I might die and then end up being somewhere else in the beginning, but am I finding in a trench or something like that, or I might be flying. So it's like, it's just a really good experience. So I love this game. I really wish and hope they can actually work on it, like truly put their effort on it, as they really did. But I will say that they kind of did release it early, which is they really shouldn't have. But as of right now, the game, I will give it about 7 out of 10, 7 to 8 out of 10. Out of everything, almost everything that I have seen and played and experienced so far. Again, so far, without all the updates, without the updates that they promised, and the changes that they promised. Hey, just waiting on that. But hopefully, let's see what they can do and what they can deliver to us. And honestly, that's almost all I have to say. But last but not least, my bad, we're gonna talk about guns. Okay, so guns are the most awful thing in this game. Like genuinely, they are the most awful thing in this game. As you see, I don't really think I even have killed anybody so far. Like I'm being genuinely honest. But the game, it's good if you can land your hits and etc. Definitely if you have mouse and keyboard, then yes, it's a hit. You will get your guns, and especially if you tap, yes, probably you will get it. But if you're trying to throw any automatic or anything like on the exact spot as you want it to be, it's a little bit off. You really have to figure it out and actually truly learn the guns to where the bullet goes and the spread and the shoot, just everything. Like for example, if you're trying to have an auto gun or semi-auto, whichever, it really takes hard to actually shoot or aim at somebody in a consistent way. I don't know how that was to say, but exactly what I mean. So it's like you have to like go burst like brah, which is, it's really not fun, especially when you have an auto like it meant to be. But especially when you have somebody right in front of you and you cannot shoot them when you have auto, it makes the game experience just not well. But with that all being said, I really do hope they can fix it, and if they do, that'll be great. And if they don't, then honestly the game is really not worth it buying it at all, especially and mainly because of the guns, because they really truly need to work on that. And yeah, that's all I have to say about Battlefield. I will give it 7 to 8 out of 10 after everything, and I really hope to come back and give it a better review and even more understanding and exclusive review and all that. But so far, I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like, and I will love to see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.